Welcome to TalkersToGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more video game reviews, and today we are going to be reviewing Pursuit Force, which was originally released on the PlayStation Portable and is now available for the PS4 and PS5 via PlayStation Plus, or you can buy it for $9.99. As always, I give you a brief synopsis about the story, so here we go. Five vicious gangs are fighting for control of Capital City. The terrified public has given up hope, and the chief of police wants results fast. Jump into action as a member of the elite pursuit force and rid the state of corruption. Dive behind the wheel of a truck, a speedboat, or even a helicopter as you hunt down criminals and recover stolen goods. The story is not really much heavy on story. This is basically an arcade type of style video game and vehicle type of shooter, which I'll talk a little bit about the gameplay, but they do have a little bit of backstory when it comes to the gangs, the mob, and what the whole premise is of why you're pursuing them and why the pursuit force is needed. So let's talk a little bit about those gameplay and graphics. Like I said in the synopsis, this was originally released on the PSP and is actually one of my favorite PSP games. And I'm really happy, especially with the updated render graphics here. The game looks better than ever. Pursuit Force is fire. I still can pick this up and play it. And what I really love about it is this kind of arcadey type of presentation and gameplay for it. You are usually just in the vehicles at times where you're just chasing down the enemy, you're chasing down the criminals, and you have a variety of ways of taking them down. You can ram them, you can shoot from your car, and if your car is taking damage, you can do the stupid things such as like this. Hop on it, take care of the car, take control of their car, and drive that new car. That way your car is not blowing up. And it does get a little bit repetitive at times when it comes to the gameplay, but they do add enough elements in here to keep you going. Like there's other segments in here where you're going to be doing things such as tailing a car. We have to tail behind the car and you have to stay in range, that way you're not spotted. There's going to be moments where you are going to have to be using a helicopter and chasing down enemies and jumping from the sky onto the car and things of that nature. It is a very fun game, and just the way the game is presented, it's very arcadey. The controls are way better this time around. If you had a PSP, it felt clunky at times. The controls feel way smoother this time around. I really enjoy it. Graphics are great. Just the presentation. This is a really styled 90s action type of presentation and aesthetics that this is something you definitely would have played in the arcade. But here's a little bit of the sample of sound before I give you my final thoughts.
Warlords, this is your last warning. Pull over. I repeat, pull over.
Watch your fire, or we'll have a major contamination on our hands.
You want the gas? Be my guest. Breathe in some toxic death.
The sound quality is great, minus a couple of questionable voice acting performances. Sound, the music, it gives you that tone that you're looking for when it comes to the type of action shooter that you are used to. Like I said, it was very 90s aesthetic, 90s inspired when it comes to the music and type of presentation and overblown set pieces here. One thing I did forget to mention about the gameplay is that when you have this meter here, when you capture, you see on the blue, you're able to heal or speed up your vehicle. So the idea is to take down as much enemies as possible. And also, if you want to get more points, is dodge civilians, because you do get points off if you harm too much civilians and things of that nature. But overall, Pursuit Force is so great that they released this for the PlayStation Plus and for you to buy. Highly recommend it. I will be doing more PSP games as they come out. This is Justin saying don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Later days.